If you are over 50 and still reaching for sleep aids or prostate pills, I need you to pause for a moment. The real problem isn't your bladder. It's how your body absorbs the nutrients that keep your prostate calm through the night. After 50, most men lose this hidden ability. The stomach weakens, the enzymes slow down, and the prostate begins to cry for balance. Yet the answer isn't another supplement or capsule. It's two simple nuts that nature designed to restore your flow and rebuild your nights. No side effects, no confusion, just food that works with your body. Now, here's the truth in one line. Eat 2 handfuls of these nuts every night before bed, and your body can start healing itself from the inside out. Before we start, I want to ask, where are you watching from, and what time is it there? Leave a comment below, and if this sounds helpful, please like and subscribe so you never miss our next health story. First seed, almond, the gentle healer of nighttime rest. When I first met Robert, he was 68, a retired teacher from Oregon who used to pride himself on his steady energy and calm nights. Over the last few years, though, his evenings had turned into a quiet battle. 2, sometimes 3 trips to the bathroom, each one stealing a little more of his rest. He told me, "Doc, I'm doing everything right. I take my supplements, I eat healthy, but I still wake up like clockwork." What he didn't realize was that the problem wasn't what he ate. It was how his body could no longer use it. We started something simple. 1 handful of raw almonds every evening, about an hour before bed. No new pills, no powders, just real food. The first week, he felt nothing dramatic. The second week, he noticed his sleep holding longer between wake-ups. By the third, he woke up only once. Then some nights, not at all. He told me his mornings felt quieter, steadier, like his body was finally exhaling after years of tension. His wife noticed it first. "You don't look tired anymore," she said. "You look rested." That's when I realized that almonds were more than a snack. They were a message, a reminder that the body can still heal when you speak its language. Almonds are humble, familiar, and often underestimated. Yet inside each nut lies a pharmacy of perfectly balanced nutrients designed by nature itself. Every ounce of almonds, roughly 23 nuts, contains about 6 grams of protein, 3.5 grams of fiber, and healthy monounsaturated fats that protect the heart and stabilize energy. But for men past 50, the real heroes are zinc, vitamin E in its gamma-tocopherol form, magnesium, and polyphenols, a group of plant compounds that guide these nutrients deep into the body's repair systems. Zinc supports the prostate the way oil supports an engine. It keeps the machinery cool, smooth, and efficient. But unlike synthetic supplements, zinc in almonds arrives surrounded by helper nutrients that make absorption easier. The vitamin E acts as a guardian, protecting prostate tissue from inflammation and oxidative stress. The fiber steadies blood sugar, preventing nighttime spikes that can wake you up or stress your bladder. And those gentle fats keep hormones balanced, particularly the ones that regulate fluid retention and muscle tone in the urinary tract. Then there are the polyphenols, quiet, invisible workers that help your gut recognize, absorb, and distribute nutrients properly. Think of them as translators, teaching your aging digestive system how to speak food again after years of isolation through pills. A 2020 study from the University of Toronto found that adults who consumed almonds daily for 6 weeks improved nutrient absorption efficiency by 25%, particularly for minerals like zinc and magnesium. This means that even if you eat the same amount, your body starts using more of it. That's what makes almonds different. They don't just feed you. They retrain your body to use what it receives. Magnesium deserves its own spotlight. It's often called the calming mineral, and for good reason. In men over 50, magnesium levels drop steadily, partly because of lower stomach acid and partly because of modern diets heavy in processed foods. Low magnesium can make muscles tense, nerves overactive, and sleep shallow. Almonds contain about 75 milligrams of magnesium per ounce, enough to quietly relax smooth muscle fibers in the urinary tract, easing the pressure on the bladder that triggers nighttime trips. When those muscles relax, something remarkable happens. The urge to urinate becomes less urgent. The bladder holds more comfortably, and sleep extends naturally. Harvard researchers observed in a 2019 sleep study that adults with higher magnesium intake experienced 37% fewer nighttime awakenings than those with low magnesium levels. This mineral doesn't sedate you. It simply tells your body, you're safe now, you can rest. It lowers cortisol, balances melatonin, and allows the nervous system to settle into the rhythm of deep sleep. But magnesium doesn't work alone. It teams up with vitamin E and the gentle fats in almonds to support hormone balance, especially testosterone and melatonin, which both dip naturally after 50. Testosterone governs more than masculinity. It affects muscle tone in the bladder and pelvic region. When levels fall, men often experience weaker flow, incomplete emptying, and that constant sense of needing to go again. Almonds, by providing both zinc and magnesium, support the enzymes that convert cholesterol into testosterone, helping to restore that inner balance. Eating almonds is simple, but timing is crucial. The best window is about an hour before bed, late enough to feed your nighttime repair cycle, but early enough for digestion to begin smoothly. When you eat during this window, your body is preparing to transition from activity to restoration. The gentle fats in almonds slow digestion, releasing nutrients gradually through the night, keeping your cells nourished while your hormones rebuild. This pattern aligns perfectly with what scientists at Stanford University call the circadian nutrient rhythm, the body's ability to absorb and utilize nutrients differently depending on the time of day. In one 2021 study, Stanford researchers found that participants who consumed magnesium-rich foods in the evening improved melatonin release by up to 30%, compared to those who ate them in the morning. It's not just what you eat, it's when you eat it. Your body's repair systems, especially in the prostate and bladder, work hardest between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Feeding it at that time means giving it the fuel right when it needs it most. So here's what I tell my patients. Start with a small handful of raw, unsalted almonds, about 1 ounce. Sit quietly, away from screens. Chew slowly. Let the taste ground you. It's not just about nutrition, it's about signaling to your body that the day is over, and healing can begin. If your digestion is sensitive, soak the almonds for 6 hours during the day. This softens the fiber, making them easier to chew and gentler on the stomach. You don't need to chase complex regimens or expensive supplements. You only need to realign your routine with nature's rhythm. When Robert returned for his checkup after 6 weeks, his blood work looked the same. But his eyes didn't. He looked rested. He told me his nights had grown quiet again. His energy during the day was steady, his mood calmer. "It's funny," he said. "I didn't think something so small could matter this much." That's the quiet power of almonds. They don't demand attention. They earn it through consistency. Each handful is a whisper to your body. You still remember how to rest, how to heal, how to trust the process again. And once your body learns to listen, the nights that once felt broken begin to mend themselves. So tonight, when the house grows quiet and the world slows down, skip the pills and reach for a few almonds instead. It's a small gesture, but for your body, especially after 50, it's a conversation worth having every night. Second seed, walnut, the circulation keeper of men. After 50, most men notice changes they can't quite explain. The body that once felt steady begins to tire faster. Nights grow restless. Sleep breaks in quiet intervals, as the bladder sends repeated signals. This is not weakness, it's circulation. Blood flow slows, oxygen delivery weakens, and the prostate begins to struggle in silence. Yet nature already built the antidote for this slowdown: the walnut. Walnuts are more than a snack. They are among the richest natural sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that keeps blood vessels supple and flexible. When blood vessels lose flexibility, circulation falters, and the smallest capillaries feeding the prostate receive less oxygen. Over time, this creates subtle inflammation, swelling, and those frustrating nighttime urges. Eating a small handful of walnuts daily can help restore that lost rhythm by supporting the vascular system from within. Scientists from Harvard University, 2020, observed that men who ate walnuts at least 4 times per week had significantly better endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to dilate naturally, than those who did not. The reason lies in nitric oxide, a gas molecule that signals blood vessels to relax. The omega-3s and polyphenols in walnuts increase nitric oxide production, making it easier for blood to reach the prostate, kidneys, and bladder. When circulation improves, the body's repair systems wake up. Cells receive oxygen more efficiently. Waste products clear faster, and inflammation begins to settle. Inside a single ounce of walnuts, about 7 whole nuts, there are roughly 2.5 grams of ALA omega-3s and hundreds of natural polyphenols, plant compounds that defend vessel linings against oxidation and stress. Think of your blood vessels as garden hoses. When they're flexible, water flows smoothly. When they stiffen, pressure builds and the flow weakens. Walnuts keep the hoses young and elastic, improving delivery throughout the entire lower body, including the pelvic region that governs urinary control and hormone function. Improved blood flow isn't just about comfort. It's about restoration. Every organ in the lower abdomen depends on microcirculation, a network of tiny blood vessels that deliver nutrients and remove waste. When these vessels lose elasticity, the prostate tissue becomes undernourished and overworked. Walnuts support the regeneration of these vessels, allowing fresh oxygen and micronutrients to reach deep tissues again. Inflammation is one of the main drivers of prostate discomfort, and walnuts have an extraordinary ability to calm it down. Chronic inflammation behaves like a quiet flame that never stops burning, exhausting your immune system and disrupting hormone balance. The omega-3s in walnuts are converted into special molecules called resolvins and protectins, which help turn off that inflammatory response once it has done its job. In a 2018 study from the University of California, adults who added walnuts to their diets reduced inflammatory markers by over 30% within 6 weeks. Reducing inflammation allows your body to breathe again, literally. When inflammation drops, oxygen can enter cells more easily. This extra oxygen helps repair prostate tissue, improve energy metabolism, and strengthen bladder control. Better oxygenation also enhances the function of nerves and muscles that manage urination, leading to fewer nighttime awakenings. The benefits extend beyond the prostate. Circulation supports hormonal harmony. Testosterone and melatonin, 2 hormones that decline steadily with age, depend on healthy blood flow for production and signaling. Testosterone supports muscle tone in the bladder and pelvic region, while melatonin drives deep, restorative sleep. When circulation improves, these hormones can function naturally again. That's why men who eat walnuts regularly often report steadier moods, deeper rest, and sharper focus. The connection between brain, heart, and prostate becomes clear. They all rely on the same vascular foundation. The brain also thrives on better circulation. Oxygen-rich blood keeps neurons active and alert, preventing the sluggish mental fog that many older adults associate with aging. Researchers at Yeshiva University, 2019, found that daily walnut intake improved cognitive performance and attention span in adults over 60, likely due to better blood oxygenation and reduced inflammation. When the mind is sharp, the body follows. The same pathways that nourish your brain also feed the organs of your lower body, creating a circle of vitality that medicine alone can't replicate. The nutritional profile of walnuts reads like a blueprint for vascular health. Each nut carries omega-3 fatty acids, L-arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production, magnesium, copper, and vitamin E. This combination forms a natural toolkit for repairing and protecting blood vessels. The amino acids improve flow, the magnesium relaxes vessel walls, and the antioxidants defend against oxidative damage from stress and poor diet. Together, they create an internal environment where healing feels effortless. To apply this practically, start small, just 1 ounce of raw, unsalted walnuts each evening. That's about a small handful. Eat them slowly, ideally about an hour before bed. This timing aligns with your body's transition into its repair phase when circulation naturally increases to the brain, liver, and prostate. The gentle fats in walnuts digest slowly, releasing nutrients through the night while hormones recalibrate. When combined with almonds, walnuts complete the process of restoration. Almonds supply zinc and magnesium to support tissue growth and hormonal balance. Walnuts supply the omega-3s and polyphenols that keep those nutrients moving through the bloodstream. One feeds the system, the other keeps it alive and circulating. This synergy is what makes the 2 nuts more powerful together than alone. It's not a supplement. It's a balanced partnership your body already understands. You can think of almonds as the builders and walnuts as the transporters. Without proper circulation, even the best nutrition sits idle, unused. Walnuts act like the current that carries these materials to every corner of the body. When you eat both, your bloodstream becomes a steady delivery network of nutrients, oxygen, and energy. Over time, this combination can reduce inflammation, improve urinary comfort, and promote deeper, more continuous sleep. The visible signs of improved circulation are subtle, but real. Your hands and feet feel warmer. Your heartbeat steadies. Your breathing deepens. And during the night, you may notice fewer interruptions and longer stretches of uninterrupted rest. Within 3 weeks, many people experience these shifts, not as dramatic miracles, but as gentle adjustments that build confidence day by day. To sustain these effects, consistency matters. Store walnuts in a cool, dark place to protect their delicate oils from oxidation. Avoid flavored or roasted versions coated with sugar or seed oils, as those destroy the very omega-3s you need. For those with sensitive digestion, pairing walnuts with a small piece of fruit like an apple slice can help ease absorption. The key is to think long-term. This isn't a temporary fix, it's a lifelong rhythm. 2 handfuls of the right foods can accomplish what years of pills often fail to do. Restore communication between your body and its natural healing systems. Every night, your heart, brain, and prostate depend on that flow of oxygen and nutrients. As men age, it's easy to believe the body is slowing down beyond repair. But the truth is more encouraging. Your body hasn't forgotten how to heal. It simply needs the right signals. Walnuts send those signals through every pulse of blood, reminding your system how to open, relax, and renew. When circulation improves, the body reclaims its balance, and with it, peace returns to your nights. So tonight, skip the pills and reach for a few walnuts instead. They are small, simple, and silent, but they speak directly to the parts of you that want to rest again. Let nature do what it has always done best. Restore you, one quiet night at a time. Stay consistent and watch your body respond. When you begin this nightly habit, give your body time to remember what balance feels like. The first few nights might feel ordinary, but within 2 or 3 weeks, you'll start noticing quiet changes. Fewer bathroom trips, a stronger and steadier flow, and a morning that no longer feels heavy or foggy. Keep a small notebook by your bedside or use your phone to record how many times you wake up each night. Write down how rested you feel in the morning. Tracking small wins helps you see progress that your mind might miss. Healing rarely announces itself with a bang. It builds slowly, like a tide returning to shore. Choose your ingredients with care. Always buy fresh nuts, unsalted, unflavored, and free from industrial oils or sugar coatings. The natural fats in almonds and walnuts are fragile. Heat and additives can destroy their benefits. Store them in a cool, dark place, or refrigerate them if you live in a warm climate. This small act of care protects the very nutrients that support your prostate and your sleep. If your digestion is sensitive, soak the almonds and walnuts for 4 to 6 hours before eating. This makes them softer, easier to chew, and gentler on the stomach. Remember, patience is not weakness, it's partnership. Your body knows how to heal. It only asks that you give it the time, consistency, and calm environment to do its work. If there's one message to remember tonight, it's this: healing doesn't always come in a bottle. It comes in rhythm, in nourishment, in small acts of consistency. 2 handfuls, not 2 pills. That's all it takes to begin restoring the quiet strength you thought was gone. Almonds feed your tissues, walnuts move your blood, and together they remind your body that recovery is still possible. You're not fighting age. You're working with it. Each evening you choose real food over chemicals. You're telling your body, I still trust you to heal. Try this nightly ritual for 14 to 21 days. Don't rush. Don't expect perfection. Simply observe. Notice if the number of nightly bathroom trips begins to fade. Notice if your mornings feel clearer, your mood steadier, your rest deeper. These are signs that your body is responding, quietly, faithfully, on its own time. Share your experience below. Your story might encourage someone else to start their own journey. May your nights be calm, your mornings bright, and your heart full of peace. And before you go, tell us where you're watching from and how many nights you slept better. We read every message because healing is something we build together. One story, one night, one handful at a time.